And also I lost the screw for like a good like part of, I was doing it a bit this morning and then it was like then I ran out of time and then but I was like, where is it? And I thought it was under the treadmill. And it was, but I didn't tip it forward far enough to dislodge it the first time. So I kept looking all over this place being like, where's this friggin' screw I dropped?
When I should be walking pad buddies, we should like FaceTime and watch it together.
Yeah, but like...
Because my mom got me one for Christmas.
Like, those are the parts. And they're like really small. And they look the same in the picture.
Yeah, that's confusing.
And I was like, what? So it took me a little longer than it should have to put this together. Until I just started jamming parts in and being like...
See, I would be like, who needs parts? I'm just gonna walk with no arm breath.
Well, see, I'm normally really good at constructing, like, from these instructions, but these ones were just like, why do these all look like the same screw?
And we're gonna start talking.
Maya, how's the volume, by the way?
It should be on full. So, I checked.
I can hear sounds, so...
But be walking pad buddies with me.
Walking pad buddies. I need to get back into watching Injustice, and I think I'm allowed to watch that show when I'm exercising. It's my exercising show.
Again, you need to tell us about it if you do.
I just finished season 1 like 6 months ago.
Oh, fun.
I thought you were already on season 2.
I did. I watched 1 episode.
Oh, okay.
Then I started watching Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn's great show. Tyler.
So little Jason Todd.
There's like none Jason Todd. They skipped to Tim.
They skipped straight to Tim.
And Tim's outfit, idiot.
Tim's outfit, not his best.
Worst Tim design ever because they used his good Tim design on Dickie.
I will say best Dick Grayson goes to Young Justice, and actually surprisingly mad to Tim Drake.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I will say, so Liz, let's see, so what did happen, let's see, so with Liliana, okay, so she's like a nun who's also a super spy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she worked as like an assassin bard in the Orlige, in the court of basically France for a while, then she became like a nun, and then like the mother superior at her little convent thing was like, hey, I'm on my way to becoming the new pope. I need a professional assassin lady. So she ended up getting drafted to being an assassin again. She was like, but I came to the church to escape the life of bloodshed. And then the pope's like, nope, nope. And then she's like, well, now I'm even more emotionally traumatized.
Damn.
And then said Pope lady, who was like a mother to her, is dead. She died in that explosion that happened at the start of the game.
Okay.
So yeah, she's horribly traumatized. And then we've been trying to convince her, hey, you shouldn't just like use murder to solve all of your problems. You need to process your trauma and learn to be vulnerable and, heal.
Yeah.
And now that's kind of coming to a close. Because let's see what happened. Oh yeah, first we had to persuade her not to just like not to just like send assassins after a guy who, she thought might have sold information to the enemy. And then she was feeling really guilty about, I think, what happened in Haven.
Although she did just recently cut out someone's tongue.
Yeah, she did recently cut out someone's tongue. So baby steps. Oh yeah, and also when we were seducing Josephine, she gave us the shovel talk.
Okay,
because she and Josephine are best friends.
I remember the shovel talk. I don't remember if I was here for it, if I just watched it. But
yeah. While we're here, speaking of which, let's.
I came to see if I could steal you away for a few minutes.
As our
for myself.
First
moment. Oh, goodness. Quickly then, before anyone needs something from us.
There's like little sparkles through the window, and I'm like, that's a nice detail.
It is.
I like her new outfit.
Yeah, it's so much better than the all white one before.
I'm gonna probably end up leaving her at the latest midnight because that nail appointment I was supposed to have earlier, but I overslept.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got it moved to tomorrow, so yeah.
Okay.
Girl, I'm leaving at 9:45, so.
Okay.
What
well, Twyla, whenever you do head out, may I bum a ride for you?
Are you sure 11 is too early?
No, I'm fine. We were thinking we were going at that time anyway.
We're thinking we're doing a slightly shorter one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you want to head out around 11, that's fine. I am very fine with that.
Alright. Because I was like, I don't want to interrupt you.
Oh no, these are good. So we kind of the amount of time we spend with each of these day varies, and it is totally fine. And I feel like we don't want to burden Mai's hospitality too much anyway. Let's see.
What? I was planning on staying in her bathroom.
Absolutely.
That's where I'm leaving too. I'm gonna sleep in a bathtub. I don't even know if you have a bathtub.
But yes, this is so once you get to Skyhold, which is this. So I don't know if you remember at the very beginning when you were just in like a really like we were basically in this old ruined church that was like our little headquarters. It was pretty small, but then that got destroyed by a dragon. So then we came to our proper headquarters, which is this huge ass fortress called Skyhold.
I think we've both been here before.
Yeah. And when you get here, you do get to start customizing her outfit. So this is the one I picked for her because I think it's a good look, you know.
Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah, I like the scarf.
That we're growing bee plants.
Yeah.
Love that for us.
We'll be giving 2010s with the scarf.
Oh yeah.
It's a very
Well, this game is from 2014, so there you go.
The magician.
I was never really. I was a semi-scarf girl, but I could never commit to the scarf though.
That's fair. Well, I think let's see. Inquisitor Llewellyn, let's be real here. She pulls it off though.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only fashion disaster we had since we got to Skyhold was, of course, the Winter Palace. I can't remember if either of you guys were there when we were at the palace and just the outfits were awful.
I remember them.
Yes. Weren't they just hideous?
Yep.
It's just like literally no one likes the outfits there. It's fascinating.
I mean, it's no moms who plays with kids.
She but she kind of has like a weird track record. She like sometimes she hits, and then sometimes she just drastically misses.
Okay, so we just need something called Philanderous, and then we can get wasps.
We're cheating on people.
Wait, who are we cheating?
Philanderous.
Oh, haha. I get it. Nice. Okay, well played.
I got a pun that I think you would love, Josie, specifically. Yes. How does a non-binary serial killer murder the victims?
They slash them.
Yeah.
I know that one, and I do love it.
I will say I did recently hear a joke, and it did actually make me laugh. It's a stupid joke, but it made me laugh out loud.
Yes.
What would you say if you lost 25% of your food?
What?
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Every time I hear a pun, I think of Josie. I'm like, Josie pun is funny.
The answer is probably yes.
So, you know the thing about steak puns, right?
What?
They're a rare, medium, well done.
There's actually, they use almost this exact joke in one of the party banters in this game, funnily enough.
A rare, medium, well done. I guess I just wrote this game. Where's my writing credit? I've been telling that joke for years.
The Chargers were able to tear down were you telling it in 2014?
Probably.
Okay. The Chargers were able to tear down what was left of Adamant Fortress. The demons could have been a problem, but the support forces Commander Cullen dispatched kept them off our backs quite nicely. This is the fortress that was invaded by demons a little while back. You know, just a casual thing that happens. With the extra time the Inquisition forces gave us, we were able to salvage a few interesting items from the wreckage of Adamant, including an old map of the surrounding area with Grey Warden supply caches marked. Hopefully it comes in handy. Lieutenant Cremisius Classy. That's our favorite, trans second command guy.
Hell yeah.
Cremisius Classy. Yeah, Iron Bull always calls him creme de la creme.
So since I'm
That'd be me actually too.
Yes.
Since I'm not familiar with it, and this is only the second time I've seen this game, are these characters really trans or?
Yeah, so the one we're talking about is canonically trans. Yes, he is a transgender man. And that is for
2014, that's pretty badass, too.
That is pretty progressive.
Yes.
For 2025, that's kind of progressive in certain games.
Yeah, well, you see why when I was playing this game as a young, not realizing I was trans person yet, why this would be informative in my development.
That's so fair.
Yeah, this game was very ahead of its time.
Also, the choice of trans mask.
Yeah.
Trans men are usually forgotten about.
Yup.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah, but yeah, Krem, his whole thing, part of how he ended up as Iron Bull's second in command is because he basically was, kind of expelled from the army because they found out he was trans, and he was being, I think, bullied by, some guys were, threatening to harass him, and then Iron Bull showed up, and he got caught in a fight, and that's also why Iron Bull has an eye patch because of that fight, and then they became best friends.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's from Tevinter, yeah. just like Dorian.
Does Krem approve of Dorian?
Oh, he makes lots of he's fine with him. He makes lots of jokes about magisters being ridiculous and haughty, but like they are aristocrats, so he's allowed to do that.
Okay.
Dorian being reminded that slavery is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, guy. Did you know slavery is a bad thing?
Yes. But yes, Sutherland, that's the guy we keep running into at the bar. Sutherland and his company dealt with the Darkspawn threat. Lord Irrelevant paid no attention to them. I believe he was expecting a larger force he could posture against, not young adventurers. Such a shame to disappoint him, Leliana. Oh yeah, also in terms of progressiveness, the fourth one, Veilguard, that came out recently, you can actually literally play a non-binary character yourself or a trans character with like not only do you have like multiple pronoun options and body shapes that are separate from that, but also like you could have like top surgery scars and stuff.
That's cool.
And yeah, so it's very cool. So yeah, these games have always been very progressive in that regard.
Video games are a mixed bag too, because some of them are really progressive, and some of them are like, oh.
Oh god, yeah. The obvious worst ones are your standard like Call of Duty type things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Cullen, Red Jenny attends a party. Red Jenny is that Sarah's group. They're like Robin Hood and his merry men, basically. They're like little peasant robbers. How do I best describe it? Our noble target was angered by the distraction of our soldiers, and in an attempt to regain attention, accidentally stabbed a revered mother in the hat. I was getting very alarmed until I read in the hat, and I was like, okay, that's a little less alarming.
Yeah. So do you think she hit him with a flaming crossbow?
Maybe. Just like my friend Nick, yes. Yeah, for anyone listening who wasn't there, I have a friend named Nick who once shot a flaming arrow at someone because they tried to steal his hat. Somehow Red Jenny is the assumed benefactor, but we have received several propositions from witnesses to the event. Nice. Now we have to take care of some other stuff. Let's see. What all do we have here?
I gotta say, there are trans characters in this game, and yet I've never heard of this game until, this year. That just makes me think that, wow, they really, whoever was in charge of marketing, of this, company that,
BioWare?
Yeah.
Well, so this is BioWare, yeah, who were then in turn owned by EA. I mean, in 2014, I think this game got quite a bit of marketing. I mean, it's by the, yeah. Oh.
But I feel like it's not Square or Nintendo, not those if it were one of those companies, they would have, been the type to market.
I feel like Fallout is more famous.
Yeah. Well, Fallout is a TV show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think these bigger, longer, story-based games market less so than Nintendo, which is doing more level up based games too.
Yeah, they often have a little more of a dedicated fandom, I guess, who they don't have to market to as much. Yeah, and this is by the same people who made Mass Effect. I think Mass Effect definitely is a little more high profile than this. I think Dragon Age's audience has always been predominantly women, predominantly queer people, predominantly people of color, and that's part of it was very popular, in spaces like Tumblr or whatever, where obviously a lot of people like that are.
But not so much mainstream, which I think is not, I guess because 2014, I personally find it not fair that it was not as well known as,
I would agree, because this is, I would agree, yeah, because, it's one of my favorite games. I think it has aged very well. And, I think, BioWare, I think sometimes did maybe put a little more marketing on Mass Effect than they did Dragon Age. Actually, because Mass Effect is so mainstream, the first game had, queer characters and, got a really big backlash for it, and then the second game kind of backed off that. But to be fair, the third one, there were a lot more queer characters again, so,
You gotta do the Rick Ryan thing, where you start off super vanilla, and then when you're too powerful to stop, you hit them with the transgender Muslim Valkyries.
Yeah.
That's what, he did that. In the second series, there's a transgender Muslim Valkyrie. He's awesome.
That does sound awesome. And, yeah, it's, I think BioWare and EA have definitely always had a little bit of an interesting relationship with this series and its fans, because, again, predominantly women, queer people, people of color. Because it's not just the queer stuff either, a lot of this game has very explicitly explored indigenous rights and stuff like that, because the elves are very much inspired by real life Indigenous American and I think Sami and such groups, and I know a lot of people of Indigenous background were big fans of these games because of that. They connect the story of the Dalish elves to their own real life. So yeah, because of that, because it's a game series that's popular a lot with people of color and queer people and whatnot. It has never gotten as much mainstream push and is very unfair. Oh yeah, but now we have to tackle a problem, a letter on dark vellum with obviously dwarven markings. A hole in the surfacer's precious sky, not our concern. But the thing that did it, if this magister has really brought the blight and the darkspawn, we're no friends of that. Follow these instructions and you'll catch your enemies sleeping. Tell your soldiers not to leave the main tunnel. That's your only warning. The letter ends with a map to a cave system and the number of troops that can pass. Okay, so Leliana is the only one who actually is advocating for following exactly what the letter says. I kind of feel like we should. If we're getting mysterious letters from mysterious dwarves telling us to do stuff, they probably know stuff we don't.
Yeah.
So let's go by the letter.
Inquisitor.
Yes.
What? Listen to the most qualified person. Don't you know this is America? We don't do that here.
Yeah.
I cannot stand
I
Oh,
know
God,
can,
yeah,
But I
it's,
have to make that joke literally every time anyone says Phantom. It's my go-to Muppet.
Oh yeah.
This country
Is going
on
to.
fire.
We're having
Yeah.
a bad time.
We're in the
We're
we're
the bad place.
Yeah.
The good place.
Yeah. I did start watching The Good Place recently.
A+.
Very, very good.
A+.
And it was interesting seeing just people I recognized come up at it at various points. I saw Stephen Merchant, and I was like, "Oh, hey, it's the Portal guy." And
There's a lot of because you're
Kevin from Brooklyn Nine-Nine is in it.
yeah.
Yeah, I love Kevin.
Or let me see, what other random people did I happen to recognize?
You got no read.
You've seen Hypatia, right?
Hypatia, that's
No, Hypatia season 4. Or no, you're in
You
season
don't
4,
think
yeah.
before. Have you seen Hypatia?
Oh, I'm trying to remember the names of people.
Probably not.
Okay, because I'll keep that as a miss.
Okay.
So you've seen Maya Rudolph then?
Oh
Yes.
yes, Maya Rudolph.
God being ethnically ambiguous, the same as they said in Brooklyn Nine-Nine when Gina got hit by a bus.
Mhm.
Well, I like when she comes down to Earth when she's like, apparently I'm black on Earth.
Oh yes, yeah, yeah. So that part is definitely a lot of fun. And it's so this one. So what are we being asked to do? Allow me to compliment the Inquisition's many victories on behalf of the Forsythia family. Now, that's a fun name for a family. While Southern Thetis has seen the worst of it, we recognize that recent tragedies concern us all. Your Inquisitor's work in sealing the rifts and stabilizing the South has lessened troubles here as well. The Forsythia House would lend its support to the Inquisition. We would be happy to meet with your representatives to make it official. Tyrion Veneto, on behalf of Her Grace Duchess Amalia. A missive from Josephine follows the letter. The Forsythias are one of the great noble houses in Navarra. While other noble families are divided between those who support the Pentagast line and those who would see new blood on the throne, the Forsythias have remained politically neutral. I doubt the Forsythias author is entirely altruistic. There are advantages to aligning with a powerful, far-reaching institution. Nevertheless, accepting their support gives us allies in Navarra without making a significant political statement. Okay, so let's see how we want to do it. Josephine says, let's keep the visit friendly. A few representatives can discuss the form their support will take. Leliana says, the Forsythias might be more generous if they knew we had certain information on them. And then Cullen says, approach from a position of strength. Send a personal guard with our representatives.
I'm thinking Josephine, keep the visit friendly.
Yeah, if we did Leliana's, we'd have to wait. And I feel like, while I'm not opposed to, doing cloak and dagger stuff sometimes, I feel like going right to blackmail is maybe a little extreme.
It's a big jump.
Yeah.
What? You don't
Let us
just
begin.
blackmail people for
Step 1.
Step 1. Step 2, profit.
That's a good. I like the step two. Like that's a good bit.
I have my dream name if I ever make a production company. So streaming people, you're not allowed to steal this. People will sue you. I want to name it Step 6 Profit. I want to spell profit like profit of the Lord.
Oh, okay.
I think that'd be a fun name for a production company.
That is fun. Oh yeah, and actually, Swyla, before we head off to do Liliana's thing, I will actually show you the character we were just talking about. Yes.
Why does he spell it with his name is Kennedy?
I don't know. I mean, it's probably sort of like how does Robert become Bob?
Yeah. I like to say Bobbert.
Bobbert.
I looked that up because I was genuinely fascinated by why that happened. And it's apparently like a really big thing of rhyming stuff. So that's where you get Peggy. Because it rhymes with Maggie.
Oh.
And that's
Okay.
why you get Bob. And that's why you get Dick.
Well, that is so because, you know, it's, I've never understood why Mark.
What's the current mood?
Peggy is like, it's an use of like Margaret.
And we. The mood is on we.
Ennui, I love Ennui. It's one of my favorite movies.
What's the word out there?
Oh yeah.
People want your mood dead.
I'm so sorry.
I
Smashing your loot.
John, I'm the one to do that.
As you are.
I'm not kidding.
No, I know you're not kidding because I used to contract with them and I had to stay clean.
Okay, so yeah, this is Iron Bull, big ogre guy with the eye patch, and he's played by Freddie Prinze Jr. Fun fact.
Wait, who's it?
Yeah, he's
that
Freddie
guy's
Prinze
voice actor.
Jr.
Hey, you need me?
Oh, he doesn't have anything to say, I guess. But
He's like, I hate you guys.
Nice talk.
Damn it, okay. Alright, well, if he speaks, I want
if he speaks at some point, yeah.
Are these nuts or seeds or whatever? They're good.
So he said something.
Debatable.
I will turn up the volume a bit more just for Swyla.
I couldn't really hear that.
Let's see. Let's see. Yeah.
Iron Bull is my best friend.
Hell yeah. Audio, let's make sure that's at max, and I turn my computer volume up max, and yours is so. Hopefully, yeah, this is Krem.
Your worship?
See if he has anything to say right now.
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the judges?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
So not much right now.
We'll talk later.
But yeah, so Krem, he is canonically trans. And like actually there's a whole dialogue with him and Iron Bull where you could ask Iron Bull, you know, just like if he has any, you know, issues or anything. And Bull's like, no, in my culture, people gender transitioning happens all the time. We even have a word for it.
That's cool.
Yes. Iron Bull and his society, the Kunari, in part, they're kind of inspired by the Islamic world, and particularly like, you know, the Ottoman Empire. So there's a lot of like Turkish stuff in their culture. Yeah.
It would be fun to do like a little codex review of like all of this.
Oh yes, we can do at least a few of them right now since Swyla's here, just so she has some context for what's happening. We find codex.
Like a bound version of it.
There probably is. I just keep I'm gonna look up what it is because I keep forgetting what controls. Where is, or maybe it's gameplay?
Because there's a lot of them and they're interesting, but there's also a lot of them.
Yes. Interface. Maybe that's it.
I recently learned, speaking of
Oh,
bindings,
key bindings.
actually,
Here we go. Yeah. Okay, so codex.
I recently learned that one of my cousin's exes was really big in fanfiction circles for writing fanfiction based on the fake novels written by Merrick.
Really?
Oh, so funny.
Yes.
Incredible.
I would like to see if there's. It's so stupid, but the repunching. I would genuinely read that.
Yes, Hardened Hightown, the repunching.
Where's Hightown?
The repunching.
Journal.
That is a saucy novel name if I've ever heard one.
Okay, so let's see. I think it's journal, and then what is this?
Liz,
No.
were you there when? Have you ever been in our? I keep saying we should start a book club. to finish all of our unread books.
Mm-hmm.
I would totally start a book club. I'm reading Project Hail Mary right now, and you're not getting me to stop reading that book for a second.
Fair.
It's so freaking good. That's my recommendation of the year, actually, and I'm only 100 pages in.
Noted. Okay, so first while we'll start by going through some of the characters. So, first, Alistair. He was one of the main characters in the first game. We met him briefly. If you remember the guy who kicked all the mages out when we were done recruiting him in the time travel mission?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, he's basically Aragorn. King Alistair Theoden was crowned the ruler of Ferelden after the end of the Fifth Blight. His people consider him a hero for fighting against the Darkspawn as a Grey Warden. Few wardens have ever left the Secretive Order, and he is one of the few of those who have went on to rule a nation. Queen Honora, daughter of the legendary Tern Loghain, rules at his side. Although Ferelden has prospered under their reign, it was greatly weakened by the Blight. Tensions with neighboring Orlais. Oh, by the way, Ferelden's England, Orlais' France.
Hell yeah.
Tensions with neighboring Orlais have been high, and many believe a renewal of their long-standing conflict is inevitable. And then Blackwall. Or maybe he's not Blackwall anymore. Constable of the Grey, Silverite Wings of Valor. Hardly relevant now. They are Warden Blackwall's achievements, and the man we thought to be him was someone else entirely. It explains why I had scant information on Blackwall. He must have been lying low for years. I had compiled everything I had on Thomas Rainier. Read on. Basically, Blackwall is Jean Valjean. He's a guy, he's under the fake name of Blackwall, and he took that name because he committed a crime, and then he escaped, and then he felt bad, and a guy, like the priest in Les Miserables, pushed him on a better path to become a better person, and, then he's like, okay, I'm going to forge a new identity, I'm going to do good, and I'm going to be a Grey Warden, but he wasn't able to actually finish all the Grey Warden rights, so he ended up basically adopting the name of the Grey Warden who trained him, and now everyone thinks he is Blackwall, and he grew a beard and stuff, because the real Blackwall had a beard. So he's been living under the essentially stolen identity of Blackwall, trying to be a Grey Warden and save people for decades.
That's awesome.
Yes. But yeah, and his birth name, though, was Tom Rainier. Rainier was born in Markham, a city-state in the Three Marches. There is little information on his early life, but he was already a skilled warrior by the time he turned 18. Hoping to make his fortune, he joined the Grand Tourney, that great marcher contest of arms. He won the melee, proving himself and earning a substantial sum of gold. What happened to the coin Rainier won in the tourney is a mystery. 2 years later, he appeared in Orlais, no richer than at 18. Still, he leveraged his abilities and lingering fame to gain a place in the Orlesian army. Rainier excelled as a soldier, rising through the ranks quickly to become a captain with a number of men under him. Rainier's men were fiercely loyal. Our sources believe that many would have gladly defied a higher command at his word. On the surface, Rainier safeguarded his men's interests, but further investigation reveals that he was primarily concerned with his own advancement and profit. Rainier's desire to amass a fortune likely explains his involvement in the massacres of Lord Vincent Callier and his family. Our sources tell us that Rainier, this is the crime I was talking about, our sources tell us that Rainier was approached by a chevalier, Sir Robert Chapuis. Sir Robert supported Grand Duke Gaspard's claim to the throne and wished to enter into his good graces by eliminating Lord Callier, one of Celine's staunchest allies. Chapuis hired Rainier to assassinate Callier and offered him a great deal of coin for it. We have no reason to believe his actions were politically motivated. In the spring of 935, Lord Callier and... Is it Callier? I think, because it's French.
Callier is right. I'm trying to look up where Chapuis is, because that doesn't actually sound like French.
Oh, it's Chapuis. Sir Robert Again, I'm just assuming S-H-A...
Yeah, Chapuis.
Chapuis.
That's not a normal French.
Yeah, maybe they're taking creative liberties here a bit. Because, it's not real France. Lord Callier and his family were traveling to their summer home on Lake Celestine when their caravan was ambushed. It is unknown if Rainier realized that Callier would be traveling with his family. Rainier and his men slaughtered Lord Callier and his entourage. They spared not even the children under the age of 13. It seems that none of Rainier's men were aware of the true reasons behind the Lord's killing. They simply followed Rainier's orders. Rumors of Rainier's connection to the murders began swirling through the upper ranks of the army, and must have given him forewarning. He was gone when guards came to arrest him. His men, however, were not so lucky. Almost all were charged with treason, save a few who managed to get away. Tom Rainier was labeled a traitor and a criminal, but remained at large until now. So yeah, that's Blackwall. And then, Briala. I'll just read the first row here. Watch out for elves in Halam Shiral. That's the Winter Palace. Almost no one notices they're even present. And remember, this is they're kind of indigenous coded. So these are like servants of a non-white race who are being kind of employed, and told to kind of keep out of the white people's way. Almost no one notices they're present. A servant scrubbing floors, a waiter filling glasses, undergardeners weeding the border, maids and valets dressing nobles. There's no room, alcove, or alley so private you can't find one there. And they're watching, they're organized. The rumor you've heard of some mastermind leading the elves is no rumor. I have reports that this Briala was Celine's personal spy and assassin, a bard of unusual skill. So kind of similar to what Leliana was doing before she went to the chantry, the church. Who she's working for now, we cannot confirm. Say nothing. They will hear you. That's an ominous way to end that.
I like that. That's spooky, though.
Yeah. They're always watching. Say nothing. They'll hear you. Part of a communique in... Yeah.
That's why I love it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's full of a lot of fun little flavor text details like that. Part of a communique intercepted by Inquisition agents. Author unknown. Okay, actually, because we were just talking about her because of Liz, I will read Cassandra's as well.
Hell yeah!
I am fully aware of the intent behind your predecessor's declaration. Lord Seeker Lambert pried the Templars, basically fantasy cops, away from chantry control and led them into an assault upon all mages for reasons you both find justified. I, however, am uncertain when the Seekers of Truth went from guarding against justice to perpetrating it. The Seekers are basically Jedi. If you truly believe that is not the case, I suggest you look out a window at the chaos this war is called, and ask yourself if Thetis will recover, even if you are victorious. I remain at just Divine Justinia's right hand. That's Divine Justinia is the Pope lady who died. And will stay there, even if you brand me traitor. I am sorry, but there's too much at stake to swerve from the path we willingly followed at the Chantry's foundation. From a letter by Seeker Cassandra Pentagast to Lord Seeker Lucius Corrin. I will say, Cassandra, another funny thing about her we learned at the Winter Palace is she has, a very long name. I think she has, 8, 9 middle names.
Hell yeah.
It's just a whole... Because she comes from a very snooty family and she tries to avoid talking about it. But yeah, so Cassandra and Leliana were, I believe, the right and left hand of Divine Justinia, respectively. And they were the first people we saw at the beginning of the game. When our character woke up from being unconscious, they were interrogating us.
I can't build her.
So yeah, that's a little sample of some Codex stuff. And now we have... Yes, we're going to where Leliana wanted us to go because she received a message... Some kind of coded thing from Divine Justinia that was basically left to like a message designed to be sent after she died that would leave her last some kind of secret she had. Yeah, so we're gonna join her. It doesn't really matter who we take for this because there's not much in the way of fighting, as I recall.
Can we bring my love of my life, Solus?
Yes, you can do that. You can bring Solus. You can bring... Let's bring Cassandra and
Who is this Nosferatu-looking guy? I have not met him.
What, who?
That Cole.
Well, that's Cole.
No,
That is
Cole.
Cole.
I met Cole. I've never seen... I don't know why I don't remember Cole looking like Nosferatu.
Well, the thing is that his tarot card... The tarot cards actually change after you do their personal quests.
Oh, okay.
You said the red card.
Yes,
you
you have the red card.
I remember the red card.
Yes, which in the actual tarot deck that I have, that was the moon. I can't remember which this one is.
His hair blends into the background.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's Nosferatu.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm correct.
But, you can kind of see. So, with Vivienne, remember, that's her with the goblet of potion she's giving to her dying partner? Yeah. Yeah, dying lover. And then Iron Bull, you can see these are all the Kunari who died because we didn't stop that boat from being destroyed. And... Let's see, Blackwall, so griffins are a sign of wardened strength, so that's just kind of what that means with him. Cassandra, I guess, is just, looking badass.
Isn't that a statement she's...
I think she might be one of the ones that doesn't change. Dorian.
I feel that
was.
I think Dorian's did change, but I don't remember exactly
Was his
how.
an infinity?
Yeah, I think so. And now it's like almost like a curly snake thingy. I don't know what that means exactly. But yeah, all of them change in varying ways.
Sarah's is kind of punk rock.
Yeah, Sarah's is very punk rock.
That's hardcore. They change. I like that a lot.
Yeah. And again, sometime I will actually bring the deck since I have it.
That I'd like to see.
Yes.
I like tarot card decks. I think they're really cool. I like seeing the art on them.
Yeah, the way they do it is like all the different kind of companion characters, they're scattered across the major arcana, and then the advisors, Josephine, Leliana, Cullen, they're all in varying ways on the king and queen cards in the decks.
Okay. I have a really
Just
cool
as I
set
remember
that
it.
I can show you at some point.
Oh yes, I'd love to see it.
It's all movies. It's like famous movies that won Oscars.
You didn't tell me you'd been here before. After the blight ended, I came here to see Justinia. She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother. I needed her wisdom after the hero of Ferelden died.
That's the main character of Dragon Age Origins.
Okay.
The hero of Ferelden, because they stopped the blight. What do y'all want to say? So the general rule, Swyla, FYI, is top one is nice, middle one is sarcastic, the bottom one is aggressive.
Needed her wisdom.
It's not strictly that.
It can sometimes flux a little bit, but that's the general idea.
And occasionally, there will be like a thing where they'll be like, say this, and then they'll just say something not remotely comparable.
Yes.
It happens like 1 in every 10 dialogues. You're like,
Yeah.
wait, what? No,
That
that's
doesn't
not
sound
what he
anything
said.
like the thing that we were going to say. Although there was one time where the thing that we actually said was honestly way better than the dialogue option. Yeah, well, no, guys, remember there was one with Josephine where we said something where we were giving her this, like, present after we were a couple, and the thing we were saying was, the thing we chose to say was, like, mildly nice, but what the Inquisitor actually said was anything to see you smile,
Oh, that's
which is
cute.
adorable. Yes. So yeah, sometimes it's actually better. But yeah, what do y'all want to... Hopefully these are roughly
I kind of
indications.
want to do the bottom one because it's a question, and I'm always pro ask the question.
Sure.
But is it supposed to be like?
It probably will be somewhat aggressive, but...
Oh,
you know.
I don't want to be super aggro either.
Sometimes you could just split the difference and go in the middle.
Yeah, because I feel like this is still posing a question. Like, it's
Yeah.
too quiet for comfort. That's, like, kind of suggesting a question.
Yeah. Peaceful little chantry in my head sounds way more sarcastic
That's
than
true.
either of the other two options.
That is true, I agree.
I didn't expect it to be so deserted. It makes me uneasy. It's a small village and it's too early for the chant. I'm sure the sisters are somewhere. Liliana? Is that you? Sister Natalie? What are you doing here? I thought you were in Valrayo.
No, I've been here since Justinia died.
What's always fun about doing stuff with the Chantry is just have everyone in really silly hats.
Yeah, I honestly was a little bit of a jump scare. It came out around the corner. and I was like,
Inquisitor,
"Oh."
this
Yeah.
I
is
love
Natalie,
me a silly
a
little
trusted
shit
friend.
cat.
Yeah.
Wait,
One of my favorite
Inquisitor? You,
dating sim
You
games
brought
is called
the
Arcana,
Inquisitor
and
here?
it's got stupid little
my
titty
lady,
heads.
forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
I don't care.
I'd rather-
Hilarious.
Do you want to just say I don't care?
I'm into it.
Let's do it.
That would be really funny.
Bigger things to worry about than that.
Oh,
See, that's not the same as I don't care.
Yeah, not quite, no.
That's
Natalie, listen. There is something hidden here. Something Justinia left for me.
I don't care.
oh,
Really?
really?
Who do
What
you
is
think I am?
Yeah, I'm kind of imagining like that
But
meme.
we'll
Like,
find it.
yeah,
I'm curious to see what brought us all here.
I kind of think of like that meme from Mad Men where it's like I feel bad.
They were
I don't think about you at all.
Yes.
Remember that faith sprung
Yeah, that's from Mad Men.
That light has no fear of
I've heard about that.
above all,
Ben Feldman's in like one
lives
episode.
in an
Or 5 episodes. Mad Men. He's been fun.
Okay, we found a hidden mechanism.
Behind a painting? That's my dream actually in life. Just to like go to our first house and
that
find it.
canticle was
Just
just
making them
Do they still sing verses from the benediction every Friday?
We'd never.
Chinese is a weird source of thing.
Yeah.
it's terrifying.
Like, you know, those
Just wanting its way.
like behind a wall and that's like a
Oh, they hate to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have to find a dead body instead.
Well, you know, it's like in an escape room, right?
Yes.
Yo, why didn't you do another escape?
We should.
There's a new one
I've
opening
never
soon.
done escape room.
We gotta take you to one,
I
yeah.
am, listen, I am uncultured in certain ways.
You gotta bring you to one.
We will take you to one sometime. Well, yeah, we'll take you to one sometime. That's also why we're making you play 2010s video games with us.
Anna Mintz is great at.
What is escaping? Is that?
It's like you're in a situation and there are like little clues around that'll help you find a way out.
They lock you in a room, you gotta figure out your way out.
There's like hidden stuff around.
Sometimes you can ask them for hints.
Wait, no, I don't know.
It's like a puzzle game.
Yeah, sometimes they'll be like, you're like people like you're working with like a magician and you're doing this thing, or like you're going through a museum and you're trying to find this thing.
Josie, Maya, and I were doing one, and we did a really good job at all the puzzles, and then we nearly got nerfed on Plinko.
Yeah.
Which is entirely luck-based.
Oh, wait, I'm thinking of a place where I
An open heart.
No, you're like physically in a space.
You are physically in a space,
Yeah,
physically
you're, like,
looking
in an
for
actual
things.
room.
You're looking for like hidden keys or codes and stuff in an actual room. Like you're like physically like turning over like vases to see if there's stuff underneath it. And, you know, it's like
there'll be like different pieces of paper and they each contain a clue.
so it is like actually entirely physical.
You know what? I think that was the actual office at my high school grad party, but it was not like it's not a major one. It was like a small one. It was in a gym.
Okay, maybe yeah.
That's so cool.
Yep,
Although legit, escape rooms are a lot of fun. We gotta bring you one.
we should. Okay, I will say. So now we're probably about to.
It's been 16 years since I was at last one. Since I was last at one.
We're probably about to trigger a cutscene though. I
Oh
will.
yeah.
Let's see. At least probably.
Accidentally.
Oh, there's a chamber that opens up.
Yeah, we accidentally triggered an escape room, and now we have to spend this whole time escaping a room.
I will say there's I think it's the second Danganronpa game, there's one chapter where it's literally just like you switch to another character's POV and then it's just an escape room.
That's hilarious.
It is funny.
I want to partake in that.
Alright.
Why did you look at us like that?
Whoa.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Fun.
Alright, so she just drew a knife on this woman. What do we want to say?
Well played. Yeah, sure. I like well played.
Yeah, I feel like the Inquisitor's like, I don't know what's going on, but there's something, but I feel like there's probably some kind of game going on here.
Liliana more.
Yes.
Good old Liliana was playing you the whole time. Didn't you realize? They never sing the benedictions here. Natalie.
See, I was like,
Something so simple.
It's a test.
And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know.
Dang, she's flirting with people while she holds a knife at their throat?
That's the most flirtatious thing that you can do.
That's true.
It all points to a single place.
That is true. And Liliana is bi, by the way, so, you know, when she tells a woman to keep her pretty mouth shut, that is absolutely for making a pass at them.
Again, there is very few things in the history of fiction hotter than like tipping someone's out of Discord.
Mm-hmm. It's very
Who
true.
is this ground cleric? I've never heard of her. An experienced cleric. She never agreed with Justinia, but kept her ideas
So
to
this lady is
herself.
working for a
I
rival
suppose
player.
now, with Justinia dead, she thought she could make her move.
Well, I mean, they are a thing in real life. Do you know about, like, the Borgias?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
the concept of it is so
It is very funny, but that's because real life is also funny sometimes. You know, because you just have, like, popes and cardinals and shit murdering each other, and it's just a thing. Yeah.
But like the time that 3 different people announced themselves popes.
Oh, yeah, the 3 Pope era. Classic.
Excommunicated each other.
Oh, yes. So what were your
I want
plans?
to know what this grand cleric planned here. She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thivas away from the true chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us. You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many.
Bitch, you couldn't even pass a random test she gave you 5 minutes ago. I don't think you're gonna outplay Liliana. Do we wanna say spare her and join us, or oh, we can't let her go now? We know our enemy.
Steelers.
I This kind of feels like I'm Darth Vader, you know, like to join the dark side. But hey,
We don't have to be at odds, Natalie. You could come with us, join the Inquisition.
I was called to serve the Grand Cleric. I will not betray her. Kill me then.
it's also a
I am
term in
not
video
afraid to
gaming, so I don't
die
know
for
if
my
it could mean that
beliefs.
too.
At least
you're on
I
the ground,
know what I believe.
Okay, kill her, let her go. I will
I
say,
feel like we gotta let her go.
Yeah.
Killing people is for bee jars.
yeah, B
If they
jars.
were like kill with bee jar, that's a kill with.
Okay, so I will say, as we do this, there'll be a thing I'll be explaining to you in just a moment. So just keep an eye on this.
Release her, Liliana. She
Not
is
quite.
no threat. The Grand Cleric. She is one woman. We are the Inquisition. The Inquisitor has spoken. Run. Tell your mistress that she has a choice. The Inquisition is coming.
And nobody ever expects the Inquisition.
Especially not the Spanish one.
Exactly.
No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
Oh, okay, so here's the thing I was going to explain. Earlier in the game, every time it came up, I'm trying to talk to Liliana, regularly and just kind of like, be there and help her like talk through her trauma and also like discourage her from killing people. Yeah, the thing is, if you don't do that, at the point this comes up, if you tell her let her go, she doesn't listen and she kills that lady.
Oh, so
Interesting. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So like, yeah, because her whole arc, again, is you're trying to ideally, you're trying to steer her away from basically becoming an assassin in a way that she was essentially molded by without choice. Because first she was kind of like drafted into like an assassin order at a young age, and then she escaped from that to join the church. But then the church ended up pushing her into becoming an assassin again. So like she doesn't actually want to kill people, but she's basically kind of been turned into a hardened killer against her best efforts, and it's traumatized her deeply, and like she's kind of been used. So you're trying to steer her away from that, and if you don't, it's called hardening her or softening her. If you let her stay hardened, when you give her this order to let, if you give her the order to let the woman go, she doesn't. She just slices her throat.
That's actually awesome game right there.
Oh yeah.
I will say, I want to go with the hidden bottom, but damn also sounds funny.
What do you guys want to say?
I want to go with hidden bottom just in the hopes that
There is a hidden bottom.
there is a hidden bottom and that we open it.
Yeah.
And maybe inside of it is the embarrassing photos of SpongeBob at the Christmas party.
Hell yeah.
Check again. Perhaps the box itself is a puzzle. She seemed the puzzling sort. No, it's just an empty box. There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lives, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but
My conscience that bore the consequences for what she made me do. Oh, I will say the other thing also is that you remember when we were in that demon-infested other world, like with floating buildings and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. So we met a spirit that had absorbed some of Divine Justinia's memories, and she said, it's almost kind of a last message from Divine Justinia. She said, "Tell Liliana I'm sorry, I failed her." And this is kind of where you realize what she meant is that she's saying, like, yeah, I was in a position to help Liliana and steer her toward a better path, but instead I used her, and like that's my fault. She's saying like you needed my guidance and I let you down, and I'm sorry.
Okay.
So yeah, like actually this is about that. Yeah.
she apologized in the fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant. All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me. Just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Stop torturing yourself.
Yeah, stop beating yourself up. You need to... She does own a lot of that, not you, and you can become different.
Then you have to let it go. Let her go. You don't owe her anything anymore. If it were not for you, I would have killed Natalie.
Hahaha,
It's a
see.
good thing.
Azalea, alright, that's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing me what was right when I couldn't see it for myself. There are things that must be said, but not here. I will see you back at Skyhold.
And by the way, that did happen to me the first time I played this game. Like, we got to this point, I said, no, don't kill her, and then she just stabbed her in front of me. I was like, damn. Yes, I didn't do enough to help soften her, and then, yeah, she was just like, no, this bitch is dangerous, we're gonna kill her.
That's good.
So yeah, it was a moment that stuck with me, because the thing is that these games, you know, usually they make a very big deal of, like, when you make a choice, you're the one in control. What you say happens will happen. But this is kind of one of those moments where the game says, no. You know, you said to do something, and the character just won't listen to you. They're like, no. It was actually, like, it was just genuinely kind of, like, a shock, you know? It's like, shit. Now we gotta check on her, which, yeah, she's clearly going through things. Our girl has been through a lot. Hi, Dorian.
My man!
Hell yeah. See if he has anything to say.
What's on your mind?
I guess not.
He's like, no.
I should go.
That's enough, and I should go or not to see.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, they don't even give the same connotation of, like, how to end
Here is
it.
the request.
I agree. I think I told at least some of you guys that because both Dragon Age and Mass Effect have this problem, the third Mass Effect game, they actually literally made fun of the fact that Commander Shepard always ends things slightly with, I have to go.
Yeah, you sent me,
Yeah.
The ambassador's support for the Inquisition.
Yes.
Natalie is as persuasive as ever.
Okay, so we let her go and she did persuade the lady to back off. So that's good.
Nice.
I'm told that Ambassador Montillier is pleased with the restraint you showed in Valence.
She's positively beside herself. I will never hear the end of it. Niceness before knives, Liliana. Haven't I always told you?
Will that be all, my lady?
For now.
Yeah.
New friends. Ah, new friends.
Sure, let's do it.
I love making new friends, don't you? It was a gamble, Inquisitor, but it paid off. If you hadn't been with me at Valence, I would have killed Natalie. I'd have told you that I didn't have a choice. But there is always a choice.
Ah, yeah.
I am more than this.
See, this is why I love this game. It really is just so well written. You're more than what Justinia made you. I love that.
What does this mean for my Inquisition? Will you still be my spy master? Of course. I would not give up my post. Not after everything we've built.
This game series would translate really well.
That I shouldn't ignore my heart.
Mercy is not always a weakness. Hell yeah. So she's reclaimed her compassion that she'd pushed down becoming a spy master. Hooray! Healing from trauma. And I mean, like, as someone who's spent a lot of time, like, healing from trauma that left me with a lot of anger and just inability to connect with other people, and I kind of did isolate myself for a while, this was something that spoke to me a lot, because I kind of understood what she'd been through. Yeah, so it's powerful stuff. But yeah, no, I agree that this stuff should be a movie. And like, I was suggesting that Brett Goldstein, who's Roy Kent in Ted Lasso, should be Blackwall. Yes. The aggressively cockney soldier guy with the thick ass beard.
Did anyone watch Shadowhunters?
Yes.
Clary could be Liliana, I think. I think if we really let her be aggro, I think she could do it.
Okay.
The one that came to mind for me, I think, would be Jessica Chastain. I think she'd do a really good Liliana.
She would. I like her. I like her better. I don't know how old Liliana's supposed to be honest.
She's, I think, supposed to be close to 40 in this game.
Oh yeah, the Jessica Chastain for sure.
Wow, she's kept up with her.
I'm like, ooh, yeah, she got her skincare.
Yeah, she's just like, because like she's like 25 in the first game at least, and that was like 10 years ago. So.
Okay. And the difference.
He looks spry.
Do you resent Justinia for what she did?
Oh,
How
yeah.
can I when there is so much between us? When she gave her life for peace? No, I believe her intentions were pure. Most intentions are.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Even more than she was.
Hell yeah.
You've exceeded her. She could never have imagined the power you now hold. And now we'll know how to use that power wisely. I have to stay true to who I really am, before Spy Master, Left Hand, or Bard. I almost lost myself.
Yeah, I definitely remember feeling like that too in the trauma periods. So yeah, just a great, yeah, I think, so that was the last of the big companion quests. Oh yeah, well,
Hell yeah.
well you weren't here, Liz. We found out, so Vivienne is actually the not only is she like the court wizard of Orlais, but she's also the mistress of a powerful noble, and like they're very much in love, and he died unfortunately.
So that's why we can't
Yeah.
romance her.
Yes.
Sorry, Mai.
It breaks my heart.
If you
Yes.
require any assistance,
Yeah, and like it is kind of a Madame de Pompadour situation because she and the Duke were genuinely very much in love, and also like the Duke had a wife. But again, just because France is like that, like she and the Duke's wife were just friends. Like they weren't. There was no jealousy. It was just very chill. And
The secrets about French politicians' sex life?
yeah.
The secrets are big.
Oh yeah, and hi Solus. See if you have anything to
I
say.
want to see my boy Solus, then I probably have to go.
Yes.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I think I have shared everything of note.
Oh,
I
okay.
should spend some time encountering more stories.
No, I'm just.
That's very fair.
You already.
Yes.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyline. What more can I tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with their adversary.
I respect you. I think that's a good answer.
I respect him.
You've given me good counsel before. I could use some now.
My apologies, Inquisitor. My poor manners shame me.
He's so
I
polite.
claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
All right, what's going on? Tell me about the
I
orb.
would like to know more about the orb.
Yeah, that's the orb that our power
As
came
I
from.
said, that must be the means by which he created the breach. I suspect the blast to destroy the Conclave was more accident than anything. The result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
That's kind of a problem, is people keep killing Corypheus, and it's like, well, you're definitely dead now, and he's like, nope, bitch, I lived.
I live.
You said that you believed the orb is
Don't
Elven.
say dead.
I never would have believed a Divinta mage.
Well, there was a body in both of these cases. Well, at least one of them was a
Why
body.
would you say dead unless you have a vital chunk of
Giving
the
him
body
access
on
to
your
power
person?
should never have known.
Like the power to control the Archdemon.
Indirectly, one assumes.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing in any law connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
He has lost his army, and he has lost Orlais. That eliminates military or political means to rebuild Divinta. He will need to demonstrate that no one in this world can stand against his magic. It will not be subtle.
That sounds ominous.
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible. Assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
And can you?
The key is understanding this. No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying.
It's an interesting
Deception
take.
will undo him, as it has done countless fools before.
What can you tell me about the source of Corypheus's power?
According to the law, the ancient magistars of Divinta received guidance from the old gods.
Oh, yeah, the Magisters are like Roman senators, but they all had magic powers.
A corrupted old god.
You think they did?
This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
All right.
Good
We'll
talk.
talk later.
Goodbye.
We almost exactly said good time.
Oh, yes.
I have to bail
Yes.
because I'm EP, but it's lovely getting to see my boy Solus.
Yes, and
to see all of you guys.
and hopefully you enjoyed getting to see the culmination of Leliana's arc.
Yes, I do. I was like
Hey.
enthralled. I was supposed to leave like 20 minutes ago.
Yes.
But I was like, no, I gotta finish this.
No, this game, yeah. It's like, this game is good, and everyone loves Leliana.
I actually think, though, I said movie earlier, I think this would actually be better than the TV show.
Oh yeah, like Fallout, how they made Fallout into a show.
Yeah.
But still though, like, because we... Oh, sorry.
Sorry, just before you go. So when's the next time? So New Year's is probably up because a lot of people have
I'm out of town New Year's.
Well, I will say that we are... The Hammis family will probably have people over, for, including you, I mean, like, you're welcome to come by for New Year's.
I might actually.
Okay, that's totally fine.
I'm not sure yet.
But if you're free, you're welcome to come by and do New Year's with us.
I'll probably be seeing y'all in January.
And also same the 23rd we're doing early Christmas stuff. If you want to come by, you're welcome to.
I have work.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll probably see
Fuck
y'all.
work, man. Fuck work.
Next year.
Wait, hang on. There was a thing I was about to say and I forgot what it was. And I want to say it before you leave. What was it? We were talking about Liliana.
Fallout being a TV show.
Oh yeah. And I was saying because we now live in an era where TV shows get big budgets, I feel like you still could get a TV show that has Jessica Chastain and a bunch of other high-profile people.
Oh yeah. I mean, Ryan Gosling's in a TV show right now.
Oh dang, I didn't know that. Okay, yeah.
He was in an episode of something.
Oh.
And he's like, there's talks of him being in Doctor Who next season. Like,
Wow, he's coming to the silver screen.
he's apparently a huge Doctor Who fan, and now that BBC's taken the reins back, thank fuck. There's whispers of Ryan Gosling cameoing in it.
I think he's the superior Ryan, so that's a good thing.
He is the superior Ryan.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that he's the Ryan they chose to cut.
Yeah. Oh, I will say, Liz, on the drive home, if you have time, I know you're not too far, but you should play the clip I sent you, just so you have a little more context about the Liliana thing.
I can do that at some point. I'm probably not going to play a clip on the drive home.
Yeah. Well, you should watch it, just so you have context. Hell yeah. See ya.
This is where I was meant to be.
See you next year.
See you next year.
People don't steal my idea first, do you?
Yes. We will be careful not to do that.
I will probably, not gonna lie, forget it the moment it stops.
Yeah, although it's recorded now, so technically it is saved for posterity.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and we've been slowly assembling pieces to make cool golden murals that tell stories around.
I do wish, just from a visual perspective, that it was a bit more etched in so you could actually see.
Yeah, it's a little hard to make out.
They're little lumps.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, sometimes the rest of the game is beautiful, so.
Yeah, a game this big, there are going to be things here and there that maybe could have gotten a little more polished than they did. I think it's understandable. Yeah, let's see. We did talk to Bull. Let's talk to Sarah, our favorite anarchist punk elf prankster, and see what she's got going on. Hey, girl, what's up?
There's you, yeah? Is your network of contacts still active after what happened?
After Lord Arsehole and Vishal? Of course. He may have killed people, but that just means there's more who hate him. It's crap that he killed people, though. They were just trying to stand up a little.
Very Sheriff of Nottingham of him.
Is Red Jenny real? Or was she always just you and your friends?
Dunno.
Don't you care?
Not if it works. I mean, Red is scary because blood. And Jenny is... Look, nobody fears the bunch of people who do random stuff. And besides, it's easy. Nobles want...
Were you disagreeing with Red being scary?
Normal people can't get to them. Numbers, yeah? An even spread is all it takes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, it's a mixed bag.
Yeah. What do y'all want to say? Casual, yeah. Someone must be in charge. Talking about the Red Jenny Robin Hood thing, yeah.
Do you share the blade too? I think I like that one too.
Yeah.
Doesn't this mean people think you're guilty of more than you actually do?
Suppose. Does it matter?
Shouldn't it?
Important people kill over imagined insults. I've made more than enough real ones, so no. I don't suppose it does.
We annoyed some nobles. Does that really help all that much?
Gets you paid, for one. You seem happy enough about that. I don't get what's so hard to understand. Your stuff works the same. Your Inquisition, I mean.
I mean, yeah, we get money, so there's that.
Do it because they asked, or let them think they asked. They like it even more. It's inspiring, even if it sometimes goes tits up and they take a hit back. You know, like Haven.
How are you still alive is a very funny question.
It must have gone wrong before. How many times have you almost
That's
died?
actually really
What fight were you in? We didn't almost die.
Actually,
Besides,
yeah,
I only
yeah,
had
you
to
should
start these
take-
punches.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You killed Hammond.
Sure, sometimes I plonk one, but you know what it takes to be a noble?
I think she might be talking about the encounter with the noble, though, not
That's
even.
what a title is.
Okay, I was
So I
I'm
said
not
to
sure,
him,
though.
Make them look
in
stupid for
general
just a
and
second.
models
All of a sudden,
Yeah.
he doesn't look so nobly or scary. Maybe the servants rebel, whatever.
Yeah, I think
But
this
no one
is in
really
part
gets
inspired by like this
Okay,
anarchist
noble.
concept of propaganda of the
They blame
deed,
the
which is
slack
that
being
you
slack.
try to show people that
They
aristocrats are
did
not infallible
So
and can be
it's
overthrown by
backwards
finding ways to hurt or
inspiration.
humiliate them.
Sort of.
So it's like sending a message to
Still works
people.
like yours does.
So it's backwards inspiration. Yeah, that is essentially propaganda of the deed. So it kind of is like that, yeah.
So, you think that what you do is just as inspiring as what I do?
I said it works the same. Because if you're boot on your neck poor, nobles and courtiers don't look much different. They sure as piss look closer to each other than they do to real people.
Wrong, yes.
Inspire. Little pockets of inspire.
Well, there's a point, yeah, where I think, I don't remember where it comes up, where you can correct her on the name, and she's like, look, I don't actually care how you pronounce his name right. And I'm like, yeah, fair enough. And I think she kind of does make a fair point. So it's like, sure.
I get it. Kind of. We just don't think of what you do as that kind of inspiration.
Well, we
That's kind of a
should take a good
backhanded
hard look
comment.
at
Kinda,
what
yeah. Well, Sarah's, I think, kind of clapping back
all
at
the
it,
same
you know.
people. It's you that's weird. I kind of like it. Surprised to me too, yeah?
Translation, we're all weirdos together.
We'll talk
It's like Alice in Wonderland. We're all
It's
mad
all
here.
good, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I will say the ways that the things that they say when you first show up or leave do get changed as they come to like you more or less. So when she says, "Oh, it's all good in it," that means yeah, she likes you now.
I know.
Hello,
Then you were
Sutherland.
off the wolves. Voth hit him with fire, and I got him around the side.
You were very dashing.
So yeah, Sutherland originally he was just this one guy without any armor, but now he's got like a
Either
whole
of you.
band
We're
of
a team.
adventurers.
Better. We're an adventuring company.
An adventuring company.
Oh shit, we're a company.
Oh, sure. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Inquisitor, you should have seen it. Starstorm.
What the fuck?
We put your flag in the
They're
center
just
of
very
the
excited
air.
about being an adventuring company.
Isn't he good? He's very good.
We are better than good. We'll prove we're an adventuring company of the
They're
Inquisition.
really stuck on that.
Your company, Inquisitor. I said I'd pay you back, and I will.
Like we're a company there.
Mm-hmm. I do find it funny though, there are just little stories like that going on in the background. Like you talk to this guy every once in a while, and then you do war table missions, and then gradually he goes from being like just this random kid with no battle experience into like, well, the leader of a company.
Someone do a Sutherland mocked. Where
He
it's
hunts
just
the killer,
Sutherland.
but
That'd
he's
be
the
funny,
one who
yeah.
killed her. He can't remember.
He hunts the killer. Oh, that's a Memento reference, I think, because some of the things Cole says are like fourth wall breaking movie references. So I think that's a Memento thing.
Can you explain how your mind works?
Yeah, Cole is a
Yes.
spirit. He is an intangible entity that is shaped by other people's thoughts, but he's starting to become more human, like Pinocchio.
Walk me through the way you help someone.
I start by listening. I hear hurt, feel it fretting.
Oh, he loves to
Some you
alliterate.
can solve by giving something, food, a blanket, sleep. Some are intangible, terrible tangles that catch on a crack, fixed, festering, and the person makes a pearl of pain.
Oh yeah.
I shake it loose.
Well, it is a good analogy because a pearl is made from like an irritant in the
They can
plant, I
hope,
believe.
they can heal.
That the pearl plant like covers in the pearl substance to get rid of it, essentially. Yeah.
It must be sad feeling everyone's pain all the time,
Why?
isn't it?
No. I help. I find wounds and heal them. I salve, soothe, save. I see pain and make it better. How could I not be happy?
He's like Hey Jude, you know, he takes a sad song and makes it better. This is like that song.
Sometimes you say things that relate to other
I like it, but you know,
They remember me. There are
That is
still
fair, yeah.
some more. They want me to be. Varric lied. His bow broke. It was a trick trigger, a trap, but it helped like a truth. Solus isn't afraid of me. He sees spirits and understands. But he's sad underneath.
Yeah, because those are the two who've been closest to him generally.
What do you sense when you focus on me?
You're too bright. Like counting birds against the sun. The mark makes you more, but past it, you reach across. Mindful meaning. You pull it through to this side, make it real here. And past that, the weight of all on you. All the hopes you carry, fears you fight. You are theirs. It must be very hard. I hope I help.
Aw. Yeah, I can't remember if what he says changes there depending on what decisions you made.
Goodbye.
Also, we love Cole's little hat. Agreed. Kind of feels like he's naked without it. Oh yeah. No other way, so Cullen. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I will say, Swyla, check out this view.
It is very beautiful. Damn.
Yep.
Nice mountain.
Yeah, this game is very pretty.
Oh,
I like the forest one.
Oh yeah, actually.
I'm sorry.
Oh sorry.
For some reason, this scenery right here, I don't know why it reminds me of Lord of the Rings, like Lothlorien.
It is kind of like that. Well, this game is inspired a lot by Lord of the Rings, so yeah.
Man, Lord of the Rings inspired so many.
I mean, what it kind of reminds me of is like Gondor, you know, like when they're lighting the beacons of Gondor and you can see the lights in the distance. That's kind of what it reminds me of.
Tolkien's the progenitor of pretty much every fantasy trope.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I would say that if you, like, you know, look at how, like, Dungeons & Dragons was influenced by his work, and then, like, in turn, a lot of early RPGs were essentially trying to translate D&D into video game form. Like, Baldur's Gate, like, that's essentially just D&D, the D&D system turned into a computer game.
I will say, I have heard that the one D&D, like, Dungeons & Dragons movie is apparently pretty surprisingly pretty good.
I've heard that, and yeah, so, actually, this game is directly descended from Baldur's Gate, by the way, because David Gator, the writer of this game and Dragon Age Origins, so he's kind of like the daddy of the series in general, got his start working on the original Baldur's Gate, and then from then he kind of was like, I'm going to do my own fantasy series, and that's where you get Dragon Age. And yeah, I did hear that the D&D movie was good. I do want to see it sometime.
I saw the one clip of, like, the guy, he plays, like, a mage, and he was talking about, like, how he's, like, normally when, like, mage or, like, people with, like, magic powers do, like, gestures for their magic powers, it's like a this, or like a, you know, like a typical, but he, like, made a point to make, like, weird looking hand gestures. So that it would look more interesting, and then there's a cut to the VFX guy just angrily staring into the camera.
That's funny.
I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails, but the indifference to it all.
You sure it's not all the people hitting on you? I think I know what you mean is probably the realistic response, though. Because I feel like, again, like, Inquisitor Llewellyn, like, she's an indigenous person who's gone her whole life without having to deal with aristocratic nonsense. I feel like she's just like, humans are weird.
I didn't care for it myself.
I shouldn't be surprised. The Chantry can be the same. Their politics are less extravagant, but just as heated.
Yeah, we were just dealing with them trying to murder each other.
The divine influences half a continent.
Are you with anybody? I know we're not going to take that route, but I feel like just to go from that to, are you with anybody?
That would be kind of unhinged. We could ask him a little bit about himself. Oh yeah, before we end the night, I will actually show Swyla that forest area we're talking about, because there is still some stuff to do there, and that also may help us get Iron Bull and Dorian to kiss.
While I was there, Canary occupied and then attacked
Oh yeah.
the Viscount's murder caused political unrest. Relations between mages and Templars fell apart, an apostate blew up the Chantry.
Yeah, this is the plot of Dragon Age 2.
Other than that, it was fine.
Dragon Age 2 is interesting because the game is explicitly written, because it's almost kind of created as a prelude to this one, that no matter what choices you make, it will always backfire and Kirkwall will descend into ruins. So it's almost kind of like a Greek tragedy kind of thing, where it's like it's essentially fated. Like, no matter what you do, the city is going to be destroyed because the problems in it are too deep.
would say it's so interesting how they have special names for all of them, and then it's just
Dragon Age 2. Yeah, Dragon Age 2 is a weird outlier in general. It's shorter than the other two. Again, it was kind of made almost in part as like a prelude to this game, and it was the only one where Gator wasn't the head writer, at least of the first three. It's still good. I do like it, but yeah, it's definitely different from the others.
You were at the
Oh yeah, and the other thing it's different about it is the other games take place over like huge areas, but Dragon Age 2 is entirely in one city.
There was tension between mages
Yeah.
and Templars long
There are
before
brief points where you leave for like a little
reached a
bit, but
breaking
yeah, it's almost entirely
There was
just
fighting
Kirkwall.
in the streets. Abominations
No, we
began
haven't,
killing
yeah.
both sides. It was a nightmare.
Again, the city is still in ruins, so...
it's still, I mean...
They were fighting, yeah, but Abominate, yeah, it's still being repaired from what Varric says in this game.
Another time then.
But yeah, it's, yeah, Kirkwall was, like, it was bad, because, like, let's see, first there was a Kunari, military, like, I don't know what you call them, like a fleet or a battalion or something, that essentially got stranded in the city for a while, and then eventually, like, tensions built until there was essentially, like, the Kunari were sacking the city, and then immediately after that, the Mages and Templars broke out into a fight, and that fight kind of helped spark this entire Mage-Templar war that we have now. Oh yeah, and a guy named Anders, who's one of your companions, actually went crazy and planted a bomb underneath the Chantry and exploded it.
Okay.
And, oh yeah, and then the lead Templar, leader, Knight Commander Meredith. That's the one that Cullen was working for before he realized she's crazy. Dragon Age 2 is the game that introduced red lyrium, and she started using it, and then she went even more crazy, and then eventually turned into a statue made out of red lyrium. Oh yeah, and then the mage guy, the leader of the mages in desperation, decided to start doing, like, necromancy, and then, like, basically fuse corpses to himself to turn himself into a giant Frankenstein monster that she had to fight, and many insane things happened. Oh, and there was also a serial killer, and, you know.
Crazy time.
Yes, it was very, very crazy. Yes, and let's see, the Emerald Graves. This is where those gorgeous forest areas are. I'll start here just so we have time to walk, and again, maybe hopefully get these guys to talk.
The slowest burn.
The slowest burn, indeed.
I will say the slowest burn I've ever seen in, like, actual media was, I think, Smallville Clovis.
Oh, yeah.
It took, like, so many seasons.
Yeah, that was a very slow burn.
I was like, we already know he's gonna be with Lois Lane. Why are they together already?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, here's the Emerald Graves. It's this huge, lush forest area, and it's super pretty.
So pretty. I think this is my favorite, and then followed by Oasis.
Oh yeah, the Oasis is very pretty. I will say it becomes slightly less your favorite when you're the one who's actually having to try and navigate it.
Oh yeah, because of all this.
Yes, and the twisty turns and everything. But it is very pretty, and the sound design there is cool too. Just like sitting there and listening to like the water trickle and the birds, it's just really relaxing.
Oh, but I like the lush green, like the colors of this particular.
Oh yeah, it is very pretty, and they got.
I feel like we should. I feel like I've mentioned this a couple times, but I kind of want to see Shenandoah.
Oh yeah, we should definitely go to Shenandoah Park, the national park sometime.
I've only really, as far as national parks go, I've only really been to Yellowstone.
I've been, let's see, I did, I think, go to Shenandoah when I was young. I've been to Redwood National Park, because I have family in California. I've been to Great Falls, actually. That one's very near here.
Okay.
Great Falls is nice, especially, like, there's a certain time in the spring where, like, what is the type of flower? There's a certain flower that's, like blooms in the spring there. It's very pretty. So I've been to Great Falls. I think I might have been to I think I've been to 3. Shenandoah, Great Falls, and Redwood National Park.
I always wanted to do, like, a friend, like, I've been on family road trips. But I always want to do, like, a friend.
Yes, we should absolutely do that sometime. Maybe this summer.
Yeah, we just choose a thing to do that's kind of a little far away. And we're just like, let's just have a fun time.
Yeah, we did. I did go on a friend road trip in college because at Virginia Tech there's a waterfall. Like there's this nice little waterfall that's maybe like an hour or 2 drive from Tech. There's kind of a tradition that everyone hikes up to it. So Chris and I and Nick, the Australian incident Nick, and a couple of other friends of ours, we went on a little road trip there together. It was fun.
You saved my people. We'd given them up for dead. Perhaps the stories are true.
Let's see how the
Tell me
camp's
about your
doing.
people.
Simple people. Most have lost family. All have lost their homes. I found a few, helped them, found this cave for shelter. Word spread and more came. Even with the war over, some are afraid to leave. Where will they go?
Help refugees, by the way.
I need to be
Unlike the
going.
president.
I'll be here.
Fuck the president. Oh yeah, I do occasionally, because this game talks about indigenous issues a lot, we do frequently use to talk about, you know, like,